Simpson. And Japan have gone absent without leave. This is Whitmore. Hall and Gale both available. It's still Whitmore. It is the Reggae Boys who take the lead.
Ball chat. Greetings, sports fans. Welcome to BCN Sports Watch Along. Big up to all the listeners. Friday, September 19. My name is Banter, and we have a cricket watch along kicking off here in about 12 minutes. CPL qualifier number 2 between the St Lucia Kings and the Trinbago Knight Riders. Big game. The winner of this game will go on to the final slated for Sunday. They will face Guyana Amazon Warriors on Sunday at 8 p.m. We'll also do a watch along. This is BCN Sports. Junior may or may not join in him out the road. I handle some business, so he may join in a little bit later on in the show. Kicking it off with the lineup here in a few minutes, but just building up vibes. Let me see, I look at Tronia and I'm just going to play this Tronia. By the way, welcome to all the subscribers. Welcome to all the listeners. I have to drop this tune, and old school reggae fans know this tune. Old school reggae fans.
How the deal me after my ball? I scotch you say one chaka man. This is Chaka D. One scotch, one burgerman, one beer.
Admiral Bailey and Chaka D.
One scotch, one burgerman, one beer. Chill. But this is the age of the fancy thing. You listen well. Ain't got the bone, they no got the bus fair.
Enough. Let's get to the cricket. All right, CPL Caribbean Premier League qualifier number 2 match in about 11 minutes or so. This is it, family. This is it. Trinbago Knight Riders versus the St Lucia Kings. Let's get to the starting 11 for both teams. Game is on Willow TV. If you're in the US, let me tell you which part today. If you didn't, I can't. Well, no, I can't. I can't tell you where you can watch it in the Caribbean. I don't know who have the rights for this game in the Caribbean, but hopefully you can find a channel. And if you can't, just tune into BCN Sports for the watch along of this one. It should be a very good game. It should be a rotted game, aka an excellent game between these two teams. Again, the Trinbago Knight Riders are coming off the defeat of Antigua Barbuda Falcons. They defeated the Antigua Barbuda Falcons on Tuesday night, and we did a watch along for that game. That it was quite an emphatic victory over the Antigua Barbuda Falcons by the Trinbago Knight Riders. And before we get into the starting 11, something that is very important I want get out of the way at the jump regarding this tournament. Basically, these 3 teams, the Guyana Amazon Warriors, which is in the final, the Trinbago Knight Riders, which is in this game, and the St Lucia Kings, these have been the 3 best teams in this tournament. And it's so it's quite that is panning out in regarding this fact that both teams are vying for the final, and one is already in the final. So they are the standard bearer in the team. St Lucia Kings are defending champions. I don't know how St Lucia Kings did beat Trinbago Knight Riders earlier on this year. I did remember them beating Trinbago Knight Riders earlier on this year. I'm gonna try to remember the other time these teams met. Regarding the toss, St Lucia King won the toss. St Lucia Kings, get your grammar right. St Lucia Kings won the toss and elected to field first. And you know what? This is quite normal. A lot of these teams them win toss, and nobody know. You don't see a lot regarding the CPL, and maybe it's part and parcel of cricket in general in terms of CPL or T20 cricket, especially when it comes to play the West Indies playing. You don't see a lot of teams in the West Indies winning toss and and batting first. A lot of these teams decided they want to put people into bat. So St Lucia Kings won the toss and gonna go ahead and put the Trinbago Knight Riders in. Of course, there may be an aspect of dew later on, so Trinbago Knight Riders may have some difficulties with gripping the ball later on, so maybe that's a role. The Trinbago Knight Riders 11: Colin Monroe, Alex Hales, Darren Bravo, Casey Carty, Nicholas Pooran, who's captain and the wicketkeeper. Nicholas Pooran made 90 in the game against Antigua Barbuda, so he Falcons. So he was absolutely excellent. And we spoke on Wednesday. We discussed on Wednesday about the difficulties and the back and forth between him and Ryan Bannerweir umpire. Well, maybe not back and forth, but he was just chastised umpire Ryan Bannerweir. Kieran Pollard, Andre Russell, Akil Hussain, Sunil Narayan, Usman Tariq, and Subra Netravalkar is the starting 11. See him starting 11 from the last game. The St. Lucia Kings, Tim Seifert, Johnson Charles Yamlika, Akeem Auguste, Roston Chase, Tim David, Aaron Jones, David Weiss, the captain, Alzari Joseph, Kyrie Pierre, Tabraiz Shamsi, and Tymal Mills. Interesting starting 11 for Coach Darren Sammy. The Guyana Amazon Warriors defeated, in fact, let me go through this thing real quickly. The Guyana Amazon Warriors defeated the St. Lucia Kings the other night on Wednesday in qualifier number 1. And, the Guyana Amazon Warriors batted first, posted a score of 157. And many thought it was in the qualifier 1 matchup. Many thought that, 157 would be an attainable, achievable target for St. Lucia Kings. And they failed. They didn't show up. I think at one time it was about 44 for 5 or something, or 44 for 4. The batsmen did not show up for St. Lucia Kings. And this is why they're in this game after losing that encounter. Their bowlers did well. I mean, to restrict the Amazon Warriors to 157, I would think that's an achievable target, So it's all about tonight's game, though. It's all about this encounter. I see Trinbago Knight Riders winning this game. Let's see some of the comments coming in regarding from the captains. David Weiss says, we're happy to bat first. No, that's Pooran. David Weiss says, we're going to bowl first. It's a fresh wicket tonight, so we're not quite sure what to expect from it. Usually in a night game, the wicket tends to get better, i.e. batting second. So we're going to try and take advantage of that. In regard to qualifier 1 result, of course, they were defeated by the Guyana Amazon Warriors. He says you can never wipe a memory 100% because there's a lot of things you can learn from that game. And, basically he went on and said, I'm going to take it positive. Regarding their changes, he didn't really elaborate. So, I can't, no, not changes. I mean, I see no changes right as well. No changes. I don't see any changes right as for the St. Lucia Kings. Regarding the Guyana, the Trinbago Knight Riders, Nicholas Pooran says, we're happy to bat first. He says, honestly, it's a playoff game and the wickets have been really good here the last couple of days. The dew factor has also gotten better with the spray, so that's good. In a playoff game, of course, the spray as in the fact that they put this thing on their hands to help with the dew. I think that's what he's referencing. And it's a playoff game. Pitch report from Danny Morrison and Nikhil Oman Chandani. Oman Chandani says, let's check the dimensions. There's only a 1 meter difference in the square boundaries. The biggest side is a 65. Okay, that's on a pitch report. There's a bit of sheen about it. It's hard, and hence the scores have been so much better here in recent times. So again, I think it lends itself to very exciting cricket. So ultimately, the pitch report people, aka Danny Morrison and Nikhil Uman Chandani are, predicting some runs are going to make. All right, so 7:57. Game is starting in 3 minutes or so. See if I can zoom in a bit. By the way, remember to smash the like button. One of the things when you do these watch alongs, you try see if you can get this thing a little bit higher. Let's see that. Yeah, the Trinbago Knight Riders. Let's see if we can. Man. All right, there we go. Got it a little bit high. Be able to zoom in. Trying to zoom in on the scores, the score tracker a little bit, and hopefully that is a lot clearer. All right, let's get the game up. 7:58, 2 minutes away from bowling off. Let's see who's gonna get the ball first. I suspect the Trinbago Knight Riders batting first. So the opening pair of Alex Hales and someone says, Amir, I'm live from, big up Amir, live from where? Live from TNT, big up yourself. Hello Amir, big up. Family, I really think the Trinbago Knight, I would actually prefer, let me not say who I prefer, but bookmakers and the experts who are predicting this thing do expect Trinbago Knight Riders to be in the final against Guyana Amazon Warriors. Pound for pound, and St Lucia Kings defending champion, of course, but with the heavy hitters in this Trinbago Knight Riders and the way Nicholas Pooran played on Tuesday, this could be this could be potentially a big score that the Trinbago Knight Riders put on, So Monroe is the first one to face. As I get this sling thing. Trying to get my big up Kiki one. I cannot stream the game. I cannot show it live, family. I think it's that's Kalik one. I think I cannot stream it because as soon as I turn on the stream, it will be blocked out. I mean, having some server, so I cannot stream the game, family. My apologies. The first Kyrie Pierre already delivered 2 deliveries. Trinbago Knight Riders, not. Of course, Kyrie Pierre is very much well aware of the Trinbago players. He's from Trinidad. Of course, he just got a call up to the West Indies team tour of India. So looking forward to see how young Kyrie Pierre goes about it on the tour of, well, not young. Kyrie Pierre is a little bit older now. All right, people, this is it. This is it. Pierre to Monroe. I'll go on right to so. Okay. And there's a lot of Colin Monroe. If Colin Monroe can get going tonight, it will be used for Trinbago Knight Riders. And we have the first six on the board, family. So 6 runs there from Colin Monroe. So, Kyrie Pierre did quite well with the first 3 deliveries. The 4th delivery was dispatched over long off for 6 runs. So, Trinbago Knight Riders have lifted off 6 runs. And the camera spanned to Roston Chase. Oh my word! And look at this. What just happened here? And there goes Colin Monroe. So Kyrie Pierre has hit back here. How are the Rastafari going? Nice little crowd inside the Providence Stadium. Pierre to Monroe. And he's bowled him. Absolutely bowled him. Clean him up. And yeah, 6 for 1. So very good comeback from Kyrie Pierre. Colin Monroe hit him for 6 off the fourth delivery. And the 6th delivery, he bowled Colin Monroe. Ball pitched on the outside. And Colin Monroe looking to go over deep cover with a slug sleep, not deep cover. Looking to do a slug sweep and missed it totally. 6 for 1. Well, wow, okay. Okay, I did not expect that so earlier on. You know, I know Nicholas Pooran is at the crease. This is what the people want to see. Nicholas Pooran was outstanding in the last game. You know, with the form he's in, ultimately the more balls he faced, this is probably a good thing for Trinbago Knight Riders. So 6 for 1, 1 over in. Very good comeback by Kyrie Pierre after getting hit out for 6. By the way, people, remember to smash the like button, remember to subscribe. And Amir says Pooran is hitting. Yeah, I mean, Pooran made 90 in the last game, so he's in good nick. So, you know, I do expect Pooran to make some runs here. Ty Mills is the next bowler from the other. Let me send a reply to a message here. Mills, who has been quite good in this tournament, actually, very economical in the first game, in the Eliminator or the Qualifier 1 game. I think Ty Mills was very economical. His first delivery to Hales, no run. Of course, you know, they have Alzari Joseph, they have Shamsi, they do have pretty good bowlers. And again, this bowling pair, or this bowling group restricted the Guyana Amazon Warriors to 157 runs in the Qualifier 1, but the batsmen didn't turn up. Mills to Hales. And very good delivery. Wicket to wicket bowling here from Mills. Not giving Alex Hills any room. Yo, the people them just show one lovely lady I walk past a group of men. And all I man them just turn around and start look. The man them forget about cricket. One Caribbean. We love the Caribbean. Love it. Yeah, Amir, I think Trinbago Knight Riders will get to the final. I think it's Trinbago Knight Riders versus the Guyana Amazon Warriors. You know, I think the Trinbago Knight Riders are out for revenge after last season. Of course, the Kings won last year. The Kings think they belong, and they've done quite well in this tournament. But I think the Trinbago Knight Riders will beat the St Lucia Kings in this game. Sunil Narayan will be huge in this bowling, and I worry immensely about St Lucia Kings' ability to play Sunil Narayan when the Kings go up to bat. So 7 for 1, 1.3 overs in. Mills. So I got Trinbago Knight Riders versus the Guyana Amazon Warriors in the final. Mills to Pooran, tight line. Very wicket to wicket bowling here from Mills. By the way, West Indies will be touring India. This is BCN Sports. BCN Sports is all about football, cricket, track and field, all things sports. West Indies will be touring India in October for 2 test matches. We don't have to watch along for them, but we'll give you an update. This is curry chicken. At Trinidadians, we see a conversation taking place. Very good bowling here from Mills. Very good line. Very good line in this with his 5 deliveries so far. Not giving Nicholas Pooran any room. 7 for 1. We're in the the batting power play. So I mean, fielders inside the less fielders out on the boundary. So Trinbago Knight Riders want to get going. Mills on his way to Pooran. And Pooran plays it inside, looking to get you. And 4 runs. Kyrie Pierre misfield that one. He dove. Where man dive over a ball for? 4 runs. So 11 for 1 after 2 overs. Nicholas Pooran on 4. And Alex Hales on 3. Remember to smash the like button, tell a friend, share the content with people. And for those of you who are asking, can I stream the game? I unfortunately cannot. I cannot stream it. I mean, immediately if I stream it, Willow TV will put a strike and shut things down. They do own the rights for this content in this region, so I can't stream it. Captain David Wise will continue with Pierre. Kyrie Pierre. Very good line again from Kyrie Pierre. I mean, he has bowled quite well in this tournament. Very, very good line. Yo, Trinbago Knight Riders have to get going, brethren. Somebody have to go charge. This is T20 Curry Goat cricket. And Alex Hales trying to give himself space to clear the boundary. Couldn't connect. That was a 4 for Pooran in that last over of Mills. I think it was the last delivery of Mills. It was a 4. Hales over 4 runs. No. Shamsi save it. Almost at the boundary. Shamsi quickly there and pulls it back. Good work there from Tabraiz Shamsi. Seeing images of seeing a discussion taking place with Ali Khan and Joshua De Silva. So Joshua De Silva not playing, and maybe this is not necessarily his format. This T20 thing. I mean, Joshua De Silva is more of deliberate, patient batsman. Ali Khan, surprisingly, Ali Khan has not really played well in this tournament, or maybe suffered an injury. I don't know why. Pooran with another 6, or his first 6 off Pierre. So Nicholas Pooran with a 6 off Kyrie Pierre. Beautiful shot there over long off. 20 for 1 after 3 overs. Nicholas Pooran moves to 10 from 6 deliveries. Alex Hales on 4 from 6 deliveries. Very good strike here from Nicholas Pooran. Trinbago Knight Riders up to 20 for 1. Yeah, Pooran is looking in good nick. And, we saw the other night against Antigua Barbuda Falcons, Amir, how well he played. I mean, he was excellent to make that what? I think he made 90 in that game. We did a watch along for that game. And I mean, he absolutely dominated the bowlers. So he's in very good form right now. I think his objective is to push these bowlers back, put them on a defensive, try to get as much runs in this power play, in this batting power play as possible. We're in the third over, 20 for 1. The fourth over is about to start. Let's see who Captain David Wise has as, and so he's gonna go to Roston Chase. Chase to Hales. Hales knocks it down on the onside, and they picks up a single. And Chase to Pooran, and Pooran with a 4. Amir's feed is a little bit faster than mine, so my score update is faster. The game stream here that I'm watching on Willow or Sling TV is slower. Nicholas Pooran with 4 runs off Roston Chase. Yo. Fielder almost dead a while ago. Yo, I think the fielder took evasive action to protect himself. Very good shot there from Nicholas Pooran. He moves to 14 from 7 deliveries. 25 for 1. So you have 2 4s and 2 6s so far. The current run rate is 7.5 runs and over. And Chase back to Pooran, trying to knock it down on the onside. Quickly through, trying to get a single there. Unfortunately, they didn't get one. And again, family, the winner of this game will play the Guyana Amazon Warriors Sunday at 8 p.m. in the final. We do a watch along for that game. The St Lucia Kings are the defending champs. They are the defending champs of this thing. The game is being played. This game is, and the final is being played in Providence, Guyana. Chase is already going wide of Pooran there on that delivery. $25 for 1 after 4. Amir says scared. You know what? I mean, I really, again, Amir, I honestly believe, like, you know, a nice score, I preferred score on this pitch, maybe 180. They said it's a new track. They said that, you know, according to Danny Morrison and Nikhil, it looks like it's pretty hard. That means there should be an opportunity here for batting. If Trinbago Knight Riders gets up to 180 or 170, I mean, it's going to be a hard task for St. Lucia Kings. And the reason being is the uncertainty on Sunil Narayan. I mean, none of these batsmen play Sunil Narayan very well. And then you have Kieran Pollard and Andre Russell. I mean, these are experienced T20 cricketers who know what to do. And Akil Hussain. So, a lot of Guyanese, Guyana Amazon Warrior fans in the place. And Nick, wait, St. Lucia Kings fans. Alzari Joseph is into the attack now. First delivery was one. Here is Joseph. Turning. from his mark, on his way, into bowls to Pooran. Joseph to Pooran. And Pooran smashed that one. And that is 6 runs. Wow. So Joseph, a short delivery, giving him room. You can't bowl that there, Joseph. If you're going to bowl it short, you have to bowl it short and at him. You cannot bowl it there, so giving him room, short and giving him room. 6 runs, so 32 for 1. Nicholas Pooran moves up to 20 from 12 deliveries. Let's see how Alzari Joseph will respond. If he has a response. Joseph to Pooran. Down the leg side and then, 4 runs. Is it leg by? 4 buys. Alzari Joseph. Expensive over here. The most runs in this over. The one that came off the glove. Let's see. So already 16 runs from the over. 15 runs already from the over. 36 for 1. Joseph. And better line. That's a better line from Joseph. Wicket to wicket line. He's looking at Pooran, staring them down. They seems to be smiling at each other. I mean, of course, they know each other quite well. $36 for 1, 4.4 overs in. Here is Joseph on his way to Pooran. He's on his way into bowls to Pooran. And Pooran plays it in the offside, looking for a single. And it's quickly cut out. Can't get a single and no run. 4.5 overs. 36 for 1. 1 people, 1 sport, 1 love. 1 Caribbean. I love that sign. Love that sign. Love the Caribbean. That's a wonderful sign generated. A fan there has in the stand. I don't know. 1 Caribbean. 1 Guyana, 1 Caribbean. This is a sport a lot of us in the Caribbean grew up on. And we enjoy this sport. And of course, the St Lucia Kings, they do have Tabraiz Shamsi waiting in the wings to get his hand on the ball. And the thing with bowling Shamsi is that you may be a bit expensive, and that's a wide. And now a 4 again. A wide, so 4 wide and 4. So that's 5 runs from that over. Alzari Joseph, a wide and 4 down the leg side. Come on. So 42 for 1. Alzari Joseph with a bit reckless there with his line. Not good. Not good from Alzari Joseph. Joseph still has 1 more delivery to bowl. He's on his way to Nicholas Pooran. Nicholas Pooran knocks it down to the onside and through for a single. He will retain the strike. Let's see who Captain David Weiss turns to now. So the Trinbago Knight Riders definitely coming back into this game. Basically, they, at the beginning, the St Lucia Kings bowlers with Kyrie Pierre, who bowled the first over, was quite economical, picked up the wicket of Colin Monroe. And the second over, Roston Chase. But now they've gone to the fast bowlers, and the fast bowlers are get a beating. Alzari Joseph got a beating. David Weiss, with his first delivery, is getting a beating, as Nicholas Pooran is going after the fast bowlers. So basically, it seems Trinbago Knight Riders have deliberately says, look, we are going to go after these fast bowlers, as David Weiss' first delivery was hit out the park for 6 runs by Nicholas Pooran. So, it's a really It almost seems like so David Wise replaced Chase, and I guess they're trying to save their more economical bowlers for the late end. So they can't really hide these fast bowlers. You can't hide the David Wise of the world. You can't hide Alzara Joseph. They have to bowl. And they're usually pretty good bowlers, but the form that Nicholas Pooran is in currently makes him a very, very dangerous customer. It's 48 for 1. Now the run rate has crept up to 9.29 and over. Weiss moving around his field. So first delivery 6 and second delivery 4 runs. Nicholas Pooran is just, that Tim David should be able to save that. And so I'm seeing the 4 runs now, 52 for 1, as the camera panned to Johnson Charles. David Weiss is getting a beating from Nicholas Pooran. 52 for 1, as Pooran moves to 31 from 18 deliveries. And 4 more runs, Nicholas Pooran. Wow. So 14 runs from the over. Darren Sammy is not happy. He's pissed off, understandably so. He's the coach of the St Lucia Kings. Nicholas Pooran has rushed to 35 from 9 deliveries. And that 4 is slapped back. This is some crazy hitting by Pooran. Nicholas Pooran moves on to 35 from 19 deliveries. And that last 4 was slapped back beyond the bowler for 4 runs. The Trinbago Knight Riders fans are getting their voice warmed up. And David Wise decided to go too wide, and now he's bowled wide. So a batsman the bowler has the bowler in a chokehold, aka worried when he starts to bowl wide of that batsman. And that's what David Wise just did. And another 4 again? Call it. 4 more runs from Nicholas Pooran. He's moved up to 39 from 20 deliveries. David Weiss, the captain of the St Lucia Kings, have given up, 19 runs in this over? What a shot through extra cover by Nicholas Pooran. Trinity them, the massive them up. Trinity massive them up. Doubles. And shark in even now. Brilliant shot from Nicholas Pooran. Brilliant shot. He held his pose. 61 for 1. Trinbago Knight Riders race. Amir says, I was watching CPL since 2022. Welcome. It's entertaining when you see some of these players from since 2021 or 2022. Yeah, man, it's a good thing, And finally, David Weiss has a dot ball. So he's given up 19 runs already from this over. Very expensive over for St Lucia Kings captain David Weiss. Weiss to bowl his last legal delivery. He's on his way to Pooran. And Pooran plays it on the offside. And the over is completed. 61 for 1. Run rate up to 10.17 and over. So that's the conclusion of the batting power play. Amir says Chris Gale. Yes. The universe boss. A man called Chris Gale. Christopher Henry Gale. All right, so I think now for Alex Hales, he has to rotate the strike. Get Nicholas Pooran on strike. He's facing the next over, at least the start of the next over, he's got to rotate the strike and get Nicholas Pooran on strike. So a very good start into the game for the St Lucia Kings. Kyrie Pierre, wicket off Colin Monroe, very economical. But once you got Colin Monroe out, you enter the man called Nicholas Pooran. And Nicholas Pooran has really wrestled the momentum away from St Lucia Kings and have pretty much grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. And now has Trinbago Knight Riders at 61 for 1 from 6 overs. 5 fours and 4 sixes. So Tabraiz Shamsi is into the attack. And Shamsi is played on the offside by Alex Hales, and he's 2 for 3. Or 2 runs. He's 2 for 2 runs. There. From Shamsi. From Hales. And this is one of those things for Shamsi for me. It's a bit interesting. Shamsi is a vulnerable batsman. So Alex Hales did the right thing, you know, giving the strike, returning the strike to Nicholas Pooran. All right, so this is going to be an interesting matchup. You know, Shamsi has done quite well against some of these left-hand batsmen, and Nicholas Pooran is a left-hander. So let's see how Shamsi, the telephone man, a.k.a. the man who've always celebrated a wicket with these elaborate celebrations. Let's see how he goes about it to Nicholas Pooran. Shamsi on his way to Pooran. And again, you know, Shamsi has done well with these left arms. And Pooran tries to go for a sweep, and he pops up into air, caught at slip by Roston Chase. Roston is saying he's out. Shamsi is saying he's out. Umpire said not out. They sent it up for review. Third umpire will have a look. Let's see where that came from. All right, it's a legal delivery. The ball, Nicholas Pooran went for a sweep. Ball ballooned up into the air and caught at first slip. Ball, all right, so there, ball hit the ground, then popped back up. So they came off the bat, hit the ground, and popped back up. We're trying to see, did it touch his bat again? It looks like he's not out. He's not out. You know, I didn't see a closer image of whether it touched the glove again once it popped up. And see, Darren Sammy is asking Reefer, did it touch the glove when the ball hit the ground and ricochet back up? And Reefer shook his head and said no. So Nicholas Pooran survived. Here is Shamsi on his way to Pooran, and Pooran knocks it down the onside, and it's through for a single. So this is good for the St Lucia Kings, right? They're able to stifle or slow down the attacking onslaught that we've seen from Nicholas Pooran, who's raced on to 40 runs from 24 deliveries. Here is Pooran on his way to Hales. Alex Hales sitting on 9 runs from 10 deliveries. Pooran, Shamsi to Hales, and Hales knocks it onto the onside, and it's picked up by Joseph. Very good over here from Shamsi. Tabraiz Shamsi keeping it very tight. And he needs to get out of this over for St. Lucia King's sake without giving up a big run. And Alex Hayes looking to slap it down, and the fielder will come across and restrict it just for a single. So, based on the recent run with the overs, 4 runs from an over is a huge win. So, very good over there from the St. Lucia Kings perspective. And Amir said the ball did not hit the bat. Yes, it did not. It did not hit the bat the second time when it bounces up. So that's a good call, you know. Definitely did not. It hit the bat first and hit the ground and then balloon up. So, yeah, definitely not. So he was given not out, as in Nicholas Pooran. 7.1 over in as Roston Chase returns to the attack. Yeah, Amir says I'm watching it live. So am I. Yeah, man, we're watching it live too. We are watching it live. Good, good, good. Amir, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Roston Chase back into the attack. Very good crowd inside the Providence Stadium. And Alex Hales trying to charge and knocked it on the offside, and down for a run. It's curry chicken. Rastaman, they don't think they don't know curry chicken and chicken curry business. And the reason why I said that is that Alex Jordan is interviewing an individual with locks, so we don't know if a Rastaman or not. Alex Jordan going back and forth. The Guyanese fans are up. I don't know if the Guyanese fans want the Trinbago Knight Riders eliminated. 69 for 1, 7.4 overs in. Chase to Pooran. Pooran plays it down the onside and through for a single. Very good crowd, the biggest party in sport. We love it, love it, love it. Yo, next year, BCN Sports will be on location at the CPL. We're broadcasting live from the CPL. Yes. So management, you listening, we need to be on location in the Caribbean, in Ghana, somewhere, broadcasting live from the CPL. Nicholas Pooran is on 48 from 27 deliveries as he just 6 runs from Nicholas Pooran. He's raced to 48. Just when Roston Chase thought he had a chance to get out of the over in one piece, Nicholas Pooran hits him back over his head for 6 runs. That one seems to hit the glass there. Let's see where that one hit. Don't worry, Roston, you'll get your chance. Roston into Pooran. Final delivery of the over and a better line. Pooran plays it on the outside and no run. 75 for 1. Where will be the final? Where will the final be taking place? The final will be in Guyana also. I think that's the question, Amir. The final will be in Guyana at the same Providence Stadium. Same Providence Stadium. The Trinbago Knight Riders fans, they travel well. They've already lock and loaded. You see quite a few Trinbago Knight Rider fans fully clad in the red. Here is Shamsi on his way to Alex Hales. So we're approaching the 9th over. Alex Hales sitting on 11 runs from 15 deliveries. That's not a good strike rate for Alex Hales. I mean, a lot of the runs are being generated by Pooran. Alex Hales needs to do something or get out. And speak of the devil, Alex Hales is just not hitting it well. Just not hitting it well. Alex Hales is not hitting it well. Now he threw for a single and he's down for 12 runs from 16 deliveries. Yeah, man, I figure that Amir is a TKR fan. Here is Shamsi on his way to bolster Pooran. Well, there's a bit of pause there as a change in the field. Shamsi into Pooran. Pooran knocks it down and it's through for a single. So Pooran is rotating the strike. Alex Hales has to make some runs. He's on 12 from 16 deliveries. Come on. Now he's gone to 13 from 17 deliveries. This is not ODI, Bridget. I am not a TKR fan. I'm a fan of cricket. You know, I love the sport. I'm a West Indies fan, so I support all these teams. I'm just glad to see them play. And I think from the West Indies perspective, has been a good tournament. So I wouldn't call myself a TKR fan. I'm a fan of all these teams. I just want to say good cricket. I like these players. I like Nicholas Pooran. I also like players on the St Lucia Kings, Roston Chase, Johnson Charles. You know, one of my central focus regarding the CPL is hopefully the CPL can help restore West Indies cricket to some level of competitiveness. That's where I draw the line. You know, so you know, West Indies cricket is pretty bad. So you know, hopefully the CPL can help improve West Indies cricket. Ball not down there by Pooran, and it's also very disappointing too. And I understand it that Pooran retired from international cricket, but you know, he's such a good batsman, and somebody who West Indies cricket could use right now. Nicholas Pooran made his 50. He's 50 runs from 31 deliveries. Very good knock so far. So now you want Nicholas Pooran to push on, and you know what? Go on and make a century. Why not? You have 11 overs remaining in this thing. Go on and make a century. And Amir says, no, he hit a wicket. So he seems like I'm waiting for this thing. Oh, so Nicholas Pooran is out as he got to 50. Wow. This is a huge wicket for St Lucia Kings. As Chase, he's bowled him. He's absolutely bowled him. Wow, Nicholas Pooran played all around that, looking to hit it for 6. He's very upset with himself. All right, let's see who the Trinbago Knight Riders sends out now. 79 for 2. Yo, there was nothing. I mean, it was a straight delivery, bowling wicket to wicket. I mean, I think at the end of the day, Nicholas, as Roston Chase was doing something there to Pooran, showing him something. I don't know what exactly he was showing him. All right, so strategic timeout at 9.1 over. They decide to take the strategic timeout. Darren Sammy is out talking to his team. And I will step away for a brief minute as we're at the strategic timeout. All right, remember to smash the like button and tell a friend about the show. Share. We'll be right back. back from the strategic timeout. We're at 81 for 2. Karen Pollard is at the crease. He replaced Nicholas Pooran, who got out immediately after he made 50. Here is Chase on his way to Pollard. Pollard knocks it down and no run. Alex Hales now has to become the dominant batsman at the crease. He's been at the crease since the start of this inning. He's been at the crease for almost 10 overs. Of course, he was the opening batsman along with and Pollard knocked this one down on Roston Chase quickly. Very economical, very good over by Roston Chase. Very good, very good over there by Roston Chase. So, 81 for 2 after 10 overs for the Trinbago Knight Riders. You know what? Nicholas Pooran did his thing. I mean, he came and he did quite well. Other players have to step up and do their thing now. I mean, I think Pollard is going to try to set another platform so that Russell can come in. Andre Russell will come in at the back end of the inning and definitely kind of launch off and put a big score. Now, ultimately, for Trinbago Knight Riders, you want to get somewhere in the vicinity of 170, 180. Here is Shamsi to continue. Shamsi to bolster Hales, and Hales plays it down, quickly fielded by Ty Mills. CPL T20 qualifier game, aka semi-final game. The winner of this game goes on to the final on Sunday. They play Amazon. Did you teleport? The CPL game. The winner of this match will play in the final on Sunday. They will play the Guyana Amazon Warriors. 161 at the current run rate is the projected score for the Trinbago Knight Riders. 161. So the other night, St Lucia Kings restricted the Guyana Amazon Warriors for 147, and they weren't able to get 157, and they weren't able to get the 157. So maybe 160 or 170 something might be enough for Trinbago Knight Riders tonight. I mean, I don't know, but of course, in this format of the game, 180. Oh, 6 runs from Karen Pollard off Shamsi. Back over his head, Pollard with a 6. 88 for 2. So the current run rate is now 8.2 runs on over. You're in the 11th over. Yeah, man, this was can at least get 170. Can at least get 170. Here is Shamsi. Now they put in a slip. First slip. Pollard tried to give himself room, but couldn't get the ball away. And we're showing the replay of Shamsi bowl Pollard in an earlier encounter in the CPL. So this is a favorable matchup for the St Lucia Kings versus, there's a favorable matchup for Shamsi versus Pollard. Heels out or not? That's what Amir is saying. Here is Shamsi into heels. Let's see. Oh, this one. For stumping, let's see. They're going to set it up for stumping. Now the review is for stumping. Hales doesn't look very bothered. Very quick work there by Tim Seifert. Let's see. Hales, we're waiting to see, of course, legal delivery from Shamsi. Ooh. Ooh. It needs to be behind the line. Needs to be. I think he's out, man. I think he's out. I think he's out. He needs to be behind the line. Amir says, I think not out. The toe needs to be on the line. Looks like it's on the line to me. Let's see. Or is it on the... Let's see what the third umpire decides. They're taking their sweet time on this one. Alex Hales looking for the big shot off Shamsi. Quick reaction by and Amir says that he thinks he's not out. And I think, it's definitely not. It's very, very tight. They're slowing it down, going back and forth here on this one. There's a lot of the St Lucia Kings fans thinks he's out. The Trinbago. Darren Sammy now standing up looking. This one is very tight. Tim Seifert, very quick. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, so he's been given. Wait, let's see what. Oh, so they're saying that a piece of his. I don't even know. Not out is the call. I think this is going to piss off Darren Sammy. Not out is the call. This is going to piss off Darren Sammy. Darren Sammy, the camera spun to Darren Sammy. He's rubbing it. He does. And Darren Sammy and the St. Lucia Kings coaching staff are not looking very pleased with that decision. Understandably so. It's very tight. 89 for 2. 89 for 2. This looks close to me. Alex Hale's right foot is on the line and he's pushing his heel back. The big question is whether he managed to get any fraction of it inside the line before Seifert. I guess there's a slight piece of his. Yeah, that's behind. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. That was really close. All right, Ty Mills back into the attack. That was really close. Mills back into the attack. 90 for 2. 90 for 2. So you go, Darren. And again, Ty Mills has been very economical of late. He was very economical bowling-wise in the last game against the Guyana Amazon Warriors. So he's looking to replicate or improve upon that performance. Mills into Hales. Hales knocks it down and quickly fielded by Chase. No run. Here is and Pollard hit a 6. Amir says Pollard hit a 6. No, Hales hit a 6 because Pollard is not on strike. It's Hales. Yes, thanks. Because I was wondering, how did Pollard get on the other end that quickly? Mills. And Hales flips up. Down deep, fine, like 6 runs. Into the crowd. Yep, that's a big one. Bouncer, short delivery. Down the leg side. And Alex Hales helped it on the way. There and yeah, we get back to cricket now, man. Yeah, next year, our next 2 years, we are broadcasting live from BCN Sports. BCN Sports will be live on location at one of these CPL or these CPL games. Here is Mills on the way to Hales, and Hales knocks it down, and it's through for a single. We have St Lucia Kings fans here, and I think there's a different atmosphere there. Pollard has to get going. He's 8 runs from 9 deliveries. Think Hales has closed it well. Hales is now up to 22 runs from 23 deliveries. Here is Mills on his way to Pollard, and Pollard plays this on the offside and down for a single. Down the leg side and through for a single. All right, so bowlers to bowl. Let's go through the bowling figures so far. Kyrie Pierre, 2 overs, 15 runs, 1 wicket for the St Lucia Kings. Ty Mills, this is his 2nd over. He's 15 runs so far in 2nd over. Roston Chase has bowled 3 overs. He only has 1 more remaining, and that's a wide delivery there from Ty Mills. So Roston Chase has bowled 3 overs, only 1 remaining. Alzari Joseph has bowled a single over for 13 runs. David Wise has bowled a single over for 19 runs. And Tabraiz Shamsi has bowled 3 overs for 16 runs. All right, so here's the problem for the St. Lucia Kings. So Roston Chase has 1 over remaining, and and Shamsi has 1. They have a total, so this is over number 12, 8 overs to go. So those 2 will get each 1 over. So you have 6 overs after that. You have Kyrie Pierre with 2 overs remaining. So Kyrie Pierre will bowl 2 of those 6. So then 4 overs between Alzari Joseph, David Wise, or another bowler. There are 4 overs that needs to get split up. And I think the Trinbago Knight Riders will be looking to attack the Alzari Joseph, David Wise, and others in those 4 overs, because the spinners have done quite well in this so far in this game for the St. Lucia Kings. Again, Roston Chase, 3 overs, 16 runs. Spinners has done quite well. Kyrie Pierre, 2 overs, 15 runs, 1 wicket. Roston Chase also took the wicket off Pooran. And I think also for the Trinbago Knight Riders, watching what is going on, the fact that spinners are getting a good result on this pitch, Sunil Narayan and others will be feeling a bit encouraged when they go to bowl. And Hales with another 4. So Hales finally decides to hit as Pierre is back into the attack. So he's back into the attack, and Hales welcome him back with a 4. And it's a good shot, very good shot down through cover for 4 runs. Past cover for 4 runs down to deep cover, boundary for 4. So 105 for 2. Trinbago Knight Riders, Alex Hales now moves to 28 from 27 deliveries. He's been at the pitch, been at the crease the longest here for Trinbago Knight Riders. So it's important that he now launches off. Ball played to point, trying to get a single. Roston Chase quickly over to cut it out. Remember to smash the like button. Tell a friend, whether you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook. If this is the content for you, this is BCN Sports. We cover cricket, football, NFL, track and field. The World Athletics Championship is going on. We'll do watch along Sunday morning for the World Athletics Championship. We'll have an EPL watch along on Sunday for the Arsenal versus Man City game. So subscribe to the channel if this is something that you're enjoying. If you're enjoying the content, whether you're watching us on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, subscribe and turn on the channel, the notification. Big up to all the Trinidadians tuning in. Big up to all the Trinidad posse. Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up on yourselves. Big up. Here comes Kyrie on the way to Pollard. Pollard plays this one down the leg side, and Tim David is quickly over, and they threw for 2 runs. 108 for 2. We're wrapping up the 13th over. Again, a lot of batting left to come for Trinbago Knight Riders. They have Sunil Narayan, who's done well in this format with the bat. You have Andre Russell, big hitter. Darren Bravo, Casey Carty, Akil Hussain can handle himself. So there's a lot of batting left to come for the Trinbago Knight Riders. As we have a wide from Kyrie Pierre, 109 for 2. Pierre to Pollard, and Pollard plays it down on the leg side, and it's true for a single. 110 for 2 at the conclusion of over number 13, or is 109? $109 for 2 at the conclusion of over number 13. CPL action, aka Curry Goat Cricket. This is what we call it. Remember to smash the like button. Remember to subscribe. Remember to tell a friend about the show. Spread the word. Spread the word about BCN Sports. We have wall-to-wall coverage of sports, and we have interviews with movers and shakers in the world of sports. So you don't know how you go. At the current run rate, 8.38, the projected score is 167. 167. Darren Sammy seems to trying to get the attention of someone. I don't know who. Who am I trying to get the attention of? I don't know. So 2 left-handers, both left-handers, Colin Monroe and Pooran were bowled by deliveries from spinners. So, yeah. All right, Alzari Joseph into the attack now. Joseph to Pollard. Very good delivery there from Joseph. Cramping Pollard for space. Very good delivery there from Alzari Joseph. And as a fan of West Indies cricket, one thing I must say, it's been a long time that we've had some really good fast bowlers in the West Indies Test team and West Indies setup. Alzari Joseph bowled excellent in the recently concluded tour, Australian tour of the West Indies. David Weiss and Sammy in deep conversation with Weiss. So Alzari Joseph to Pollard. Pollard plays it down the leg side, down to fine leg boundary, and the fielder is in, and they threw for a single. 110 for 2. So back to the West Indies. Alzari Joseph doing quite well, bowling very well. He's been bowling very well. Can't emphasize that enough. Shamar Joseph did well in Australia, did well against Australia recently. He's a bit raw, have some things he needs to improve on. But I like Alzari Joseph. You have Jaden Seals, who's also bowling well. Anderson Phillip. Alzari Joseph bowling wicket to wicket there to Alex Hales. Alex Hales dug that one out down to long on and threw for a single. 111 for 2. Very good bowling here from Alzari Joseph. Very tight. Very good line on length. Very good turnout in a Providence Stadium. People them up. CPL action. I don't know what is going on with Darren Sammy and David Weiss. I don't know if they're on the same page. Darren Sammy talking to David Weiss. I don't know if Weiss is... I don't know. There's a lot of conversation, lot of talking going on between those two. As that one is played down the leg side by Pollard, and there's 2 for... What? 2 runs? I would love to hear what exactly, what is going on. Darren Samich giving instructions to David Wise. I don't. Darren Samich is one of those coaches, Big up Sheldon. Sheldon says master stroke. On Quick Info, Sheldon says master stroke from TKR. Once Pollard is there, Kings have to bowl out their best bowlers, making it easier for the batters to come. That's the way Sheldon sees that, by sending Pollard, the Kings will have to utilize their best bowlers and bowl the bugs, aka at the end. So we'll see. So Pollard is on 13 from 17 deliveries. Hales is not out on 29. Here is Joseph on his way to Pollard. And Pollard knocks it down the leg side and hurry through for a single. Very good over from Alzari Joseph. Very good. Economical over. That over went for 5 runs. And for the 14th over to go for 5 runs. Did you know that he has what? I say what? Do you know he has own YouTube channel? Okay. Do you know TKR has a own YouTube channel? You know what? I did not. Did I? No. Let me check that. I didn't know. TKR. So TKR has a YouTube channel. I did not know that. TKR YouTube channel. I did not know that. No. Trinbago Knight Riders. Let me see. I'm not seeing the YouTube channel Trinbago Knight Riders. I'm seeing a lot of watch along for CPL Crick Live and the entire Crick Live Massive and the entire fans of cricket all over the world, watching this game. A lot of people online watching this game. Here is Shamsi. Shamsi into Pollard, and Pollard hits that one. 6 runs. Gone. That one is on the roof. Roof. 6 runs. Kieran Pollard moves to 20. All right, so this is where now Shamsi has to be very careful here. We're in the 15th over. Let's see how Tabraiz Shamsi reply. Yeah, man, that was a big shot from Kieran Pollard. Here is Shamsi. On his way to Pollard, knocks it down, and it's through for us. Wait. Here is Shamsi. On his way to Pollard. And trying to go to clear the boundary again, but Tim David is through. Yeah, the man need to do some better job with the running, you know. Oh, it's called Knight Riders Official. Wait, Knight Riders Official. Okay. Appreciate that. Amir, appreciate that. Knight Riders Official. Okay. Still that current projected rate sitting around 168. Shamsi bowling a bit wide there from Alex Hales. Hales knocks it into the onside and through for a single. Yo, Pollard has to have a go here. Have to have a go at Shamsi and take on the bats. Take on this. Oh yeah, I see it. Yo. That's a huge 6 there from Kieran Pollard. 128 for 2. And another 6. Yeah, so now Kieran Pollard has to be the one to lead the charge. Alex Hales not doing anything. I mean, Alex Hales occupies space at this time. It's important that Alex Hales either start to make runs or get out. Kieran Pollard has pressed foot on the gas. 2 sixes, consecutive 6s in a row off Tabraiz Shamsi. Yo, that second 6 looked like it probably ended up over a parking lot. He's definitely trying to hit the cameraman or something over. Cameraman has to be careful. 134 for 2. Cameraman say him a try catch a ball. Big up to all the camera, the production TV crew people who bring us this feed, you know, and big up, big up. We appreciate it, family. 134 for 2, 87 meters is crazy. Amir says, yeah man, that one went high. So Kieran Pollard has to be the one. So we have 18 runs, 3 6s, 18, 12, 20 runs already from that over. As we will wait a new ball. Shamsi now going over to Pollard, you know, doing a little bit of hargy-bargy. 55 runs partnership between Hales and Pollard. Pollard with 33, Hales 17 runs. And look how long Hales has been at the crease. Yo, the man Alex Hales has been at the crease since the beginning of this inning, and he's only on 30 runs. Come on, man. Here is Shamsi. Now he's gotten a new ball. Shamsi to Pollard. Let's see if Pollard can make it 3 6s in a row. And that one is outside the off stump. And Shamsi got out of it. $134 for 2. We're in the 16th over. This is BCN Sports watch along of CPL cricket. Biggest party in sports. Qualifier number 2 game in Providence, Guyana. Winner of this game will play the Guyana Amazon Warriors in the final on Sunday. Kieran Pollard raced to 33 from 23 deliveries. So 20 runs in that over. 20 runs in that over of Shamsi. And Shamsi taps him on the shoulder and says, well done, brother. Well done. All right, all right. Mills back into the attack to Hales. Yo, and Hales is outside the off stump. Hales cannot make contact through to wicketkeeper Tim Seaford. Alex Hales is struggling. He has hit 1-4-1-6 and a strike rate of 100, aka 31 runs, 31 balls, 31 deliveries. Here is Mills, and it's flipped down on the leg side, and he's through for a single. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the man. Why Alex Hales not either? Yeah, Brethren, either attack or get out. I mean, you want other man to combat. If you're watching us on Twitch, watching us on Facebook, watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, smash the like button. BCN Sports, wall-to-wall coverage of all things sports. Things that we have coming up this weekend, we have things that we have on the card for you this weekend. We have English Premier League watch along Sunday at 11:30 Eastern, Arsenal versus Man City. We have World Athletics Championship, I think final day, watch along Sunday morning at early morning, that, I think probably 7 or 8:30 or 6 o'clock. Early morning, so all the track and field fans, Sunday morning watch along of World Athletics Championship. Sunday evening we'll have CPL final between the Guyana Amazon Warrior, watch along at 7:45 p.m. Sunday at 5 p.m. we have Ball Chat Weekly, our football focus show, where we recap the week that was in the world of football, EPL, La Liga, Jamaican Premier League, Champions League, Messi looking to extend our stay in the MLS. Messi, word is that Lionel Messi will sign an extension with Inter Miami. So all those things will be covered, are on the schedule for this Sunday. Ball Chat Weekly at 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, Amir says I've already sub and smashed the like button. You mean? Big up Amir, big up yourself. Thank you, big up. Here comes Time Mills. And Pollard drops this one down the leg side and through for a single. Halftime performance, we have Kush and Omian Hall. We don't really care about Omian Hall. We have and AW Lyrical is the halftime show. One thing the CPL has done a good job of, and it's something that West Indies cricket need to be very, very actively incorporate in the cricket, is the music at halftime. West Indies cricket, when they host matches, they need to incorporate some level of music. High up in the night sky, that must out. Finally, he dropped it. David Wise dropped it. High up in the night sky, Alex Hales and David Weiss dropped it. The captain dropped it. It seems like he had it, and somehow he put it down. 139 for 2. I probably should have, the man them really don't want Alex Hales leave. Actually, you know what? That might be a good decision by David Weiss not to catch it, because if you catch it and Alex Hales, he's struggling to make runs. Hear me out. Alex Hales has been struggling to make runs. You get rid of Alex Hales, then you bring in Andre Russell or Sunil Narayan, somebody who's going to be going hard. Oh, that was bad by David Weiss. Yeah, Alex. I think Alex Hales might be batting all 20 overs here. He's been at the crease for a long time, struggling to get the ball away. Has hit 1 4 and 1 6. 139 for 2. Here is Joseph, and just like that, Alex Hales hit a boundary. 4 runs. But you know what? That is a lucky. Alex Hills just decides, say, boy, I'm just going to hook out. Top edge and over the keeper head down to the boundary for 4 runs. His timing is off, and I guess he's saying we'll take the boundary anyhow we can. You know, yeah. That one is off the edge. Premier League football fans, Merseyside derby tomorrow between Liverpool and Everton. Big game. Big game. Of course, Liverpool defeated Atletico Madrid 3-2 in the Champions League in the middle of the week. It'll be interesting to see how, what transpires tomorrow in the Merseyside derby. Here is Joseph. The second delivery was for 1 run. I was looking at something else. 144 for 2. Joseph to Pollard now. Joseph to Hills. Very good bowling here from Alzari Joseph. Very good bowling. Yeah, but you have Andre Russell to come. You have Andre Russell, you have other batsmen to come. Pollard has to go. He has to hit run. I mean, that one went way up into the night sky, and Tim David caught that one. So I think Tim David is saying, yo, I don't want Alex Hills to out. I want Kieran Pollard to out. And he took the catch. The Kieran Pollard catch. Kieran Pollard leaves. Very good knock by, very good cameo by Pollard. 35 from 26 deliveries. Let's see who the Trinbago Knight Riders sends in now. Will send in now. It's 144 for 3. You have a 3.3 overs left. Or, must can get another 30 to 40 runs. I mean, come on, 30 runs at least. 30 runs at least put you at 174. And Andre Russell is, man, I'm just sending out Dre Russ. Yeah, you can't send out, you have to send out Andre Russell now. You can't let him sit any longer. You need the people to come, the big bats to come and try to hit runs and try to put this team under pressure. So Andre Russell is at the crease for the Trinbago Knight Riders. So another instruction for Wise coming from Sammy. I don't know. Andre Russell first. As I refresh the screen, Andre Russell off the mark with the first delivery. Joseph to Russell. And he, down the leg side, and he's through for a single. So now it's on to Alex Hills. Again, Alex Hills is 37 runs from 35 deliveries. He's an opening batsman. He's been at the crease from ball 1. Alex Hills has to go. He has to hit more. He has to make more runs. His strike rate is 102. The only other player who had a worse strike rate is Colin Monroe from 6 deliveries. He made 6 runs. And he was quickly out. So Alex Hills has got to get a move on it. Very good bowling again from Alzari Joseph. Bowling him wide of the crease. And that was Alzari Joseph, 200 T20 wickets. Wow, that's an impressive milestone. 167 matches, 200 wickets in T20 career. I mean, wow. Very good going there by Alzari Joseph. Joseph to Alex Hales. Yo, Alex Hales a run guy. You're not supposed to get the strike, brother. You're not supposed to rotate the strike. Leave the strike to the man who hit the ball. 38 for Alex Hales from 37 deliveries. 146 for 3. And Mills is back. The first delivery, Hales knocks it down. And, wait. And he moves to 39 from 38 deliveries as he's trying to get Andre Russell back on strike. Cute sign, just here to say TKR. And that one that just landed safely, that was high up in the air of Alex Hales. All right, so Andre Russell, he cannot take many deliveries to try to decide to have a go. He has to have a go. And again, Tymal Mills has bowled quite well in this tournament. He's been very economical. Here is Mills to Russell. Russell smashed this one down to point. And fielded there by Jones. Aaron Jones. And Russell is through for 2 runs. CPL qualifier number 2 game between the Trinbago Knight Riders and the St Lucia Kings. Winner of this game go on to the final. Winner of the game goes on to the final on Sunday against the Guyana Amazon Warriors. This is BCN Sports watch along of CPL Caribbean Premier League T20 cricket, Curry Goat cricket. How much time TKR have? TKR just have what? A few more balls left for Fierce, so they need to get a go on it. 150 for 3. And Andre Russell with a big swing can't get it away. Cannot get it away. Bowling figures for the St. Lucia Kings. Kyrie Peer, 3 overs, 24 runs, 1 wicket. Tymal Mills, 3.5 overs. So he's about to bowl out. 30 runs, no wicket. Roston Chase, 3 overs, 16 runs, 1 wicket. Alzari Joseph, 3 overs, 23 runs, 1 wicket. Tabraiz Shamsi bowled out, 4 overs, 36 runs. And that's a 6. Finally, Alex Hales do something. Finally, Alex Hales. David Wise, 1 over, 19 runs. Alex Hales with a 6. His second 6. Now Alex Hales moved to 46 from 40 deliveries. Trinbago Knight Riders goes up to 156 for 3. Amir says, I think they have one more hours left. One more hour left or so. Here's Tymal Mills on his way to bowl to Hales. Hales, and into the block hole. He dug it out, and threw for a single. So that's better from Alex Hales. A 6 and a single, and he will retain strike at the beginning of the 19th over. So 2 more overs to go in this inning. Now the 19th over begins, and Hales quickly. So Alzari Joseph is bowled in the 19th over. So Alzari Joseph is bowled in the 19th over. So that means that Kyrie Peer or Roston Chase may bowl the last over. You also have David Weiss, who can bowl, and Tymal Mills has bowled out. Alex Hales with a 6 there. So that's brought up his half century. So huge 6 there from Alex Hales. So he's got going with the first greeted Alzari Joseph with a 6 on his first delivery. So Alex Hales moves to 52 from 52 from 42 deliveries. Joseph to Hales, and very good comeback by Joseph onto the pads, no room to play, and it's out to the leg side, onto the offside, and quickly picked up by Joseph. And 6 more runs as Alex Hales going into Joseph here. Last delivery was a dot. The next delivery is 6 runs. Alex Hales moves to 58 now. Joseph tried to follow him there with the Yorker, tried to cramp him for space. Hales gave himself room and hit it out for 6 runs over the boundary. 170 for 3 as the next delivery. Alex Hales, as next delivery is a wide, it seems. Imagine they reach 200 runs. 200. Wow. If they reach 200, they win. Wait. So now they are at 170. This is the 19th over. No, 200 runs. Wow. If they win 200 runs, I don't see how St Lucia Kings chase this down. Even though they have made, I think the Kings have made 200 in the CPL, but if the Trinbago Knight Riders get to 200 runs, it's a done deal. Sunil Narayan and company will be too hard. I mean, too hard to get away for the St Lucia Kings team. Here's Joseph to hit. Very good bowling there by Joseph to Andre Russell. Very good bowling by Joseph. Very good block hole. Andre Russell. Andre Russell have to dig that one, even though it was going down the leg side. But very good bowling there by Andre Russell, Alzari Joseph. Yeah, the man of Andre Russell trip all over himself. And the speed for Alzari Joseph hitting to 140 kph now. Here is Joseph on his way to Russell. And Russell slaps that one down. Long on comes around and cuts it off for a single. So that's the end of Joseph's spell. He's bowled out. 4 overs, 36 runs, 1 wicket. So who's going to bowl the 19th over now? So 171 for 3. This is a very good recover by the Trinbago Knight Riders. I mean, because a few minutes ago, or about half an hour ago, the projected score was 160 something. This is BCN Sports watch along of CPL cricket. Big up to all the reggae music fans. If you're down with reggae music, check out DJ Geo Guardian Sound on YouTube playing some sweet, sweet reggae music. Big up to DJ Geo. Yo, David Weiss about the last over. 6 runs. So yeah, David Weiss about the last over. Well, I guess it is what it is. 6 runs here by Andre Russell. Andre Russell really dug that one out for 6. That one ended up in the TKR dugout. 177 for 3. I don't. 6 more runs, 183 for 3. They can't make they can't make 200. Amir, they won't make 200. So this is what? They have 3 more deliveries, 183 for 3. As Andre Russell is going off on Tim David. Let's see. Tim David, or David Weiss has to reply. Can't allow 3 sixes from the next delivery. 4 more runs from 187 for 3. Andre Russell is going after, and again, why is David Weiss holding the ball in the last over? 187 for 3. Andre Russell is, and even though he tried to bowl him wide, Andre Russell launched himself over there for 4 runs. Now there's a meeting of the minds as there's a heavy discussion. 187 for 3, 19.4 overs. Andre Russell raced to 21 of 10 deliveries. Yo, 2 more deliveries, come on. David Wise and Tim David in deep conversation. 6 more runs. Is it? 6 more runs. What in the world? 193 for 3. Andre Russell moves up to 27 from 11 deliveries. And that 6 is huge. They are single-handedly taking this game away from Darren Sammy and the St Lucia Kings. 197 for 3, 1 delivery left. Come on, David Wise. I actually think they've already gotten an insurmountable total. I'll be shocked if St. Lucia Kings chase down this total. 193, last delivery. And he slaps it down, cut out for a single. And they're trying to come back for a second one. And they're through, and now he's run out. Andre Russell was already walking off the pitch, and Alex Hales was trying to come back for the second. 194 for the Trinbago Knight Riders. David Wise with a bad bowling at the end there. Let's go through the scorecard before we take a break and get ready for the St. Lucia Kings reply. All right, so Trinbago Knight Riders scorecard, of course, to kind of recap, the St. Lucia Kings won the toss and decided to bowl first. Colin Monroe made 6 from 6 deliveries. Alex Hales 58 from 44 deliveries. He definitely accelerated at the end. I thought Alex Hales probably should have gone a bit harder earlier on, but he, really came to the party later on and made 58 runs for 44 deliveries. So kudos to Alex Hales. Nicholas Pooran made an even 50 from 32 deliveries. Nicholas Pooran really was impressive. Very impressive. Karen Pollard, very good, 35 from 26 deliveries. And the man himself, Andre Russell, 28 runs from 12 deliveries. Boy, the brother beat the ball. So that took the Trinbago Knight Riders to 194 for 4. St Lucia Kings will require 195 to win. I think this is too much. I think this is too much for the St Lucia Kings. Too much, but Darren Sammy and company and can prove me wrong. Bowling figures for the St Lucia Kings. Kyrie Pierce, 3 overs, 24 runs, 1 wicket. Tymal Mills, 4 overs, 31 runs, no wicket. Roston Chase, 3 overs, 16 runs, 1 wicket. Alzari Joseph, 36 runs from his 4 overs, 1 wicket. David Wise, 2 overs, 42 runs. Yo, David Wise bowled 2 overs with 42 runs. Cha-cha. What in the BBC are going here, sir? And that last over, Andre Russell dismantled him in that last over. And Tabraiz Shamsi, 4 overs, 36 runs. So that's the bowling card for the St. Lucia Kings. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how St. Lucia Kings chase this down. But I will say this, St. Lucia Kings did chase down a big total in another game. But this TKR bowling lineup, Sunil Narayan, Akil Hussain, they are licking their chops right now to defend this sort of total. I'm going to take a break. I will be back. We'll be back for the St. Lucia Kings reply. 195 to win, family. Look more. We'll be right back. And we're back. Back for the St Lucia Kings chasing 195 to win. Andre Russell is bowling the first over for the TKR, Trinbago Knight Riders. And finally, Seaford off the mark with a run. Finally, the St Lucia Kings finally got going. CPL action, qualifier number 2, and that was played down to point by deep point, fielded by who don't know so. Can't really say. Done so. We seen the Knight Riders bowling coach Otis Gibson in conversation. Opening pair for the St Lucia Kings, Johnson Charles and Tim Seifert. And Johnson Charles will have to go big tonight. Big, big, big. There's an appeal for leg before, but the ball is down the leg side. Down the leg side. And I think he also got bat on it. Did he? Johnson Charles, that is. Dre Russ wrapping up the first over. Andre Russell to Charles, or to Seifert, not to Charles. So the required run rate is 10.1 and over. I mean, in the span of in the world of T20 cricket, that is not impossible. I mean, that is something that is, power. So let's see when Akil Hussain will bowl, or Akil Hussain will bowl the next over. So 3 runs off the first over from Andre Russell. $192 runs to go for the St. Lucia Kings. Again, the winner of this game will advance to the final to play the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Guyana Amazon Warriors defeated the St. Lucia Kings on Wednesday. So Subra Netravalkar is going to bowl from the other end. And he bowled really well in the game against Guyana Nationals, and some of the Guyanese fans. That's the game they want. Chicken curry versus curry chicken. Netravalkar into bowl to Seifert. Tim Seifert. Manly boundary after all. And I mean, you're going to need to get more of that. You're going to need more of that, Tim. Yeah, in the Eliminator game, Netravalkar bowled quite well. I mean, it was three wickets for 23 runs off his 4 overs. He bowled really well in the Eliminator game against Antigua Barbuda Falcons. That one was, yeah, for a second, I thought that one would have gone for 6. But it landed right inside the rope. Well, and the next one is a 6. All right, family. So we're in for some entertainment tonight because Tim Seifert, I've seen enough. Over number 2, he said, you know what? I see you, Nacho Valcar, but I'm not afraid of you. 6 runs. 13 without loss. Tim Seifert is up to 12. And again, 195 runs is not a small total, you know, so it's imperative that Trinbago Knight Riders bowlers keep this thing tight. $14 without loss as Tim Seifert. That last 6 was what, 83 meters, I think. Big up Junior. Junior says St. Lucia have a tall score to chase. Yes, yes. Big up, Junior. Junior said St. Lucia has a tall score to chase. Yeah, man. Huge total. 14 without loss. But I think for St. Lucia, the important thing is that they have a go at it. I mean, one thing is important, you know, and they might need some luck to win this game, but is to have a start, have a go, put some boundaries on the scorecard, and put some pressure upon the Trinbago Knight Riders. Let the Trinbago Knight Riders have to really defend the score. And so, you know, big man like Johnson Charles will have to start hitting these things out of the ground to help St. Lucia Kings get to somewhere close to this total. So 11 runs off that over. So good over there for the Kings. You know, 14 without loss at the conclusion of over number 2. Tim Seifert sitting on 13 runs, and Johnson Charles, that is, yet to score, and the stadium full like bull cow. Pop like bull cow. The players pop. Players ram like, you know, Andre Russell will continue. Andre Russell's first over only went for 2 runs, so very good over, first over by Andre Russell. Roston Chase padded up, ready to go. I think he may come in at 1 down. Let's see. And maybe Russell to Seifert and trying to get a Yorker in. Seifert squeeze that one out to Pollard and through for a single. You know, the St. Lucia Kings cannot. Oh, very good shot there by Johnson Charles. Back over the bowler head for 4 runs. And the St Lucia Kings fans are in full voice. So 19 now for St Lucia Kings. Hitting, that was a very good shot there from Johnson Charles. The man just say, yo, Andre Russell, I don't care who you are, brethren. I don't care. Let's see how Russell respond. Russell to Charles. A Yorker. Tried to deliver Yorker. Didn't, work very well, but Charles wasn't able to get it away. And it squeezed out on the leg side and no run. Yeah, that 4 runs was in the slot. So, I mean, Seafer is on 14 from 10 deliveries. Charles, 4 from 6 deliveries. 195 to win for the St. Lucia Kings. BCN Sports watch along of CPL Caribbean Premier League T20 tournament, aka Curry Goat Cricket. Here's Russell into Charles, and Charles had to dig that one out again. Good length from Andre Russell. The spinners of the TKR spinners will have a lot to say about this chase. Usman Tariq, Sunil Narayan, Akil Hussain, they all will have a lot to say about this chase. Russell into Charles. Charles knocks it down to long on and through for a single. Russell. We're seeing the legendary Ian Bishop, former West Indies fast bowler, in the commentary box along with Danny Morrison. So I could swear to one time when Ian Bishop bowled him that way, Jerry Curl. I could almost certain that I saw it back in idea Ian Bishop bowling Jerry Curl. I think this was the late 80s, early 90s. All right, 21 without loss. Third over. 3 overs are in the books. 3 overs in the books for the St Lucia Kings. Trinbago Knight Riders. 174 runs required from here. You know what? Let me pull this up. Here is Najwa call to Tim Seifert, and Seifert couldn't get that one away. That one is down to point, and yeah, the man said 4 runs. So another 4 there from Tim. I mean, Tim Seifert is definitely going off a Najwa call. Nacho for Valcar. He's definitely going after Nacho for call. Valcar. And I mean, I think at the end of the day, this I don't see how the Trinbago Knight Riders get to this total, but it's a big total. The 195 is a tall total to get. It's a lot to get to, and especially when Usman Tariq, well, Sunil Narayan and Usman Tariq and Akil Hussain starts bowling. Seifert moves up to 19. Yo! 4 runs, you know. 29 for 3 from 3.3 overs. And, you know, let's make it 33 for 3 from 4. Tim Seifert said, I've seen enough. I will have a go. Yo, hey, take the little brother off I bowling. Enough for bowling, no more deliveries. 33 for without loss from St Lucia Kings. Tim Seifert moves up to 15. Moves up to 27 from 15 deliveries. Very creative shot there by Tim. Yeah, the St. Lucia Kings fans definitely believe that they can get this total. And all the Kings have to do is apply some pressure. Apply some pressure. Go at this total. Keep wickets in hand. Charge at it and see if the TKR hold their nerves to defend it. .37 without loss, approaching the end of the 4th over. Rastafari, 4 runs. Yo, hey, 37 without loss. 4, 4, 4, 4. That's how the scorecard read. This over read. Dot ball 4, 4, 4, 4. 16 runs from this over so far. All off the bat of Tim Seifert. And the final ball went for 1. Long talking there between Kieran Pollard and Najee Vakal. Again, St. Lucia Kings, you know, the loser of this game, season over. So why not? Have a go. I mean, at the end of the day, Trinbago Knight Riders make 195. There's no tomorrow for the loser. Well, in this tournament, in this season of the tournament. It's either no or never. So you have to have a go. 38 without loss from 4 overs for the Kings. Kings going along well. Again, those spin bowler for the Trinbago Knight Riders. Sunil Narayan, Usman Tariq. But Sunil Narayan, Usman Tariq, Akil Hussain. Those bowlers will have a significant influence on what will happen, the outcome of this game. And I think with Sunil Narayan, this game heavily favors the Trinbago Knight Riders. Here is Narayan into the attack. Speak of the devil. And now it's important from the St. Lucia King perspective. You cannot watch Narayan bowl. You have to attack him. You cannot let him just sit down and just bowl dots. You cannot do it. The first 2 deliveries are dot. You cannot do that. You can't. This total is too big for you to sit down and then decide who you want to attack. As the ball hit Pooran and Family Jewel. .39 without loss. Sunil Narayan very tight so far with his first 3 deliveries. Yeah, Seifert getting a bit creative there with the reverse sweep. Thought about it, then changed his mind and knocked down the ball and run through for 1. Tariq Narayan Hussein, 33 wickets at an average of 25 economic. So the three spinners for the TKR, and it seems like there was a slight. They show a stat comparing the three spinners for TKR: Usman Tariq Hussein and Narayan, and the Kings spinners 36 wickets, but okay. In this format of the game, you have to improvise. The reverse sweep is one of those improvisation things. Yeah, big up the cameraman at work, You see, Narayan's first over went for 2 runs. That can't happen. You chase down 195 for win. You can't make Narayan feel comfortable after over number 1. At least rotate the strike. Get at least 6 runs off of him. CPL action, qualifier number 2, Trinbago Knight Riders looking to advance to the final against the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Johnson Charles must do something right now as Akil Hussein is now into the attack. I mean, Johnson Charles has been here long enough now, yes. 40 for none. As we wrap up the batting power play, Johnson Charles needs to start 10 runs from 10 deliveries now, man. Johnson Charles should do better than that. Charles versus Hussein, 110 runs, 3 times Hussein has gotten him out at an average of 36.6. And now Johnson Charles with the reverse sweep. Well, 4 runs. It just dropped right before it went over the rope. 44 without loss. 7 4s, 1 6. Yo, this should be fun, family. This should be fun because I don't expect St Lucia Kings to just sit down and just watch. They will have a go. Hussein to Charles, and Charles dug this one out down to cover. Can't get a run. Pretty pissed off with himself. And Charles straight again to Kieran Pollard. No run. So far Hussein has responded well after that 4. And so if Sunil Narayan bowls the next over, you cannot have Sunil Narayan and Akil Hussein at both ends bowling dot balls at you. If you're a St. Lucia Kings, you cannot have that. And then as for the Trinbago Knight Riders, that's ideal, because the St. Lucia Kings is, they're looking at the scoreboard and there's that scoreboard pressure that is playing in their heads. Yep, good over from Akil Hussein, 44, wrapping up over number 6. Johnson Charles unable to get him away after that boundary. Very good over by Akil Hussein. And so Trinbago Knight Riders captain Nicholas Pooran is continuing with Sunil Narayan. And of course, why not? Why not continue with the mystery spinner? Ball, yo. Darren Sammy, writing. I don't know if that's going to help you right now, Darren. So after 6 overs, Trinbago Knight Riders were 61 for 1. St Lucia Kings are 44 without loss. After this, at the same point in the game. Sunil Narayan. Seaford plays it down. So, I mean, and then Charles doing the same thing. I mean, they're trying to see if they rotate the strike against Sunil Narayan. But I just think you have to attack him. You have to try to get boundaries. I mean, Sunil Narayan might bowl 4 overs in this thing. You just going to watch him all 4 overs? Seeing Dwayne Bravo walk around the pitch. I guess he's giving somebody walk another end of the pitch. I don't know. That one is a wide. Must wide that. No. Seems like let's see. Maybe a drop catch. Maybe. I don't know. And that deep cover boundary cut off there by I think is what? Who don't get so? I don't know the fielder, but that's not enough. You know, these singles are not enough. Run rate, the required run rate has crept up to 11 for the St Lucia Kings. And so you're having a pressure from Sunil Narayan at one end. And you have Akil Hussein. And the best economic rate in this tournament is Sunil Narayan, 5.85. Not a single. P.S. single. BCN Sports watch along of CPL cricket. Last 12 balls, 4.5 runs after last 12 balls. The current run rate is 7.17. The required run rate is now up to 11. 0.2 runs and over. I mean, you're going to have this thing now. You're going to have scoreboard pressure going to get extremely heavy. You have to go at Sunil Narayan, St. Lucia Kings. You have to. Johnson Charles and this brother Tim Seafer have to have a go at these spinners. You cannot sit down and watch Akil Hussein and Sunil Narayan just run through dot deliveries. Can I have these bowlers just run through that deliveries? Yeah, another single. What the matter? Totally missed the ball from Johnson Charles. Junior said just 2 boundaries and over should be the goal at least. Yeah, Mr. Cameraman, cameraman tap, yeah. We're seeing, Danny and Alex Jordan interview some of the fans them, and dancers them at work, Carnival atmosphere down in Ghana. And Tim Seifert looking to give himself room, play this one deep the point, and that is that. Yo, you cannot chase down this total at this rate. I want to see fireworks. I want to see you go hard at this total. Two runs are another single. 53 without loss. Now 54 without loss. 7.5 overs in. Very good bowling from Akil Hussain. And it's gonna be interesting to see what Nicholas Pooran decides to do here. I mean, do you continue with Sunil Narayan, and that one pops high up in the air by Tim Seifert, and it's dropped by Clark. Should have been taken. Hussain is not bothered though, giving the youngster a round of applause. That one will help. Went high into the night sky on the boundary. They only threw for a single. And that's the mechanics. I mean, sometimes with these high up catch, but you have to set your hands right. I didn't think young Clark set his hands right there. I mean, all right, so that's it for the 8 overs in, 55 without loss. It's going to be interesting enough to see what Nicholas Pooran decides to do. I mean, Sunil Narayan bowled 2 overs. Do you continue with Sunil Narayan? You can only bowl 4 overs max. You don't want necessarily probably continue with him. Maybe you put on a Usman Tariq from the other end now. All right, so now so he switched to Kieran Pollard. So he decides to go with Pollard instead of Usman Tariq. All right, so here is Kieran Pollard on now. So it's important that St Lucia Kings try to go after Pollard. Oh, they're showing some catches that Clark took in this tournament. Yeah, man, he took some excellent catches, but that one he dropped. So you go, Yacht. Yeah, didn't set his hands together. The ball went through his... Yeah. So you go, Yacht. He's very upset with himself. 56 without loss, 8.1 over. Run rate is now up to 11.8 runs. Required run rate is now up to 11.8. Man, them need 138 runs from 70 balls. And now make this, brother. Yo, night defending champions. Night defending champs. Come on, man. Act like a... Not a single. Yo. The current run rate is 6.8 runs and over. Alright, people, look like at this we are safe Sunday, Guyana Amazon Warriors versus Trinbago Knight Riders. At this rate. Johnson Charles trying to get the ball away. Can't do it to save him life. Now the run rate creeps up to 11.91. And we're at 58 for without loss, 8.3 overs. But Tim Seifert has crept to 40 from 29 deliveries. And another single, 59. Up to 59 without loss. The man I make Pollard. Pollard and a spin bowler in my bowl. He just a bowl slow. Come on. This is why them man are not yam, and them man a batsman. A straight yam lick at them now. Lara would have tickled them ball at the 4 to 4. People that say up, 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 up. Big up in yourself. Oh yeah, I want to run or so. Kieran Pollard and his slow bowling medium pace, and Johnson Charles with that ugly looking reverse sweep, which I don't know. That never pan out to be anything. Pollard, this over has already produced 4 runs. Very good over from Kieran Pollard. Johnson Charles currently sitting at a strike rate at 74. He's 17 from 23 deliveries. And Charles hits this one. Yeah, God, out. Yeah, man. Might as well go home. Johnson Charles is out. Come off 5 man them field. Come off of the field. Caught, what is it? Nacho Valcar down at, gully. Off the bowling of Pollard. Johnson Charles, come off, I feel. 17 runs from 23 deliveries. Waste of 23 deliveries, that's all. Waste of 23 deliveries. Now, I'm curious to know who does Darren Sammy send on. Who will he send on? It seems like he's sending out Tim David. He's sending out Tim David, which suggests evidently that they desperately need to accelerate the score. Tim David is, of course, a big hitter, more akin to the Andre Russell type player. So he's sending out Tim David, and he's just saying to Tim David, come get us some 6s, because we're totally behind the 8 ball in this game. The St Lucia Kings needing 135 runs from 65 deliveries. So Tim David is in. Normally Tim David comes in around maybe 5 or 6. $195 to win. St Lucia Kings needing 195 to win are 60 for 1. And they continue with Akil Hussain. There's a graphic that shows that Pollard said he signed that receipt, put it in his pocket, as in he got him out, What is Ian Bishop doing down there talking to Andre Russell? What am I talking to Andre Russell about? Am I coach? And what really are going on here, sir? Why is the commentator down there talking to Andre Russell while the game are going? Well, of course, Ian Bishop is Trinidadian, so maybe giving Andre Russell some tips. Very good delivery there from Akil Hussain. Tim David is all twisted up in knot. Outside the off stump, Andre Russell, he was checking the dew. He wasn't talking to Russell. Ian Bishop, that is. He was checking the dew to see if there's dew on the grass, the amount of dew. Last 25 balls, 20 runs, 1-4, 1 wicket. That is not good. Not good in this format. Here is Hussein. What? So what's going on here? What's this delay? Them a move around the field. What? Yeah, my yo, man. So what's going on now? So now there's another argument with the umpire. Again tonight with the umpire. So Pollard. What is going on here? They're trying to put somebody at what? Long off. Almost directly behind the bowler. What? And now they're moving him over. There's a bit of weird. What's going on? So let's see what Cricket Info is saying. No info by Cricket Info. Something going on there with the field and the placement. I don't know. I don't know what the complaint there is from Trinidadians, Karen Pollard and the Trini team to the umpires about. But I mean, there's nothing to complain about. To now win the game, brother. I guess it's not done until it's done. And another single, money. As the required run rate creeps up to 13.2. Yo, at this rate, the required run rate will get to 20 real soon. And again, we want to remind listeners that the St Lucia Kings played the Guyana Amazon Warriors on Wednesday. The St. Lucia Kings, I think, bowled out the Guyana Amazon Warriors for 157. And the Kings could not get that total. They ended up with 143. And this is why they're in this game. So I think from the St. Lucia Kings perspective, they couldn't chase 157. I don't see them chasing 195 tonight. Not tonight. In fact, this brother had them playing around, demonstrating I hit one in the head. They have some kids' activities on the side. Hussein to Seaford, and they can't get a run. 10 overs in, strategic timeout, 61 for 1. As I take my strategic timeout. I'll be back in a second.
deal me after my ball. I'll scotch you say one check, man. Boy. This is Chaka D. One scotch, one burgerman, one beer. Choo, choo. One scotch, one burgerman, one beer. Choo, choo. But this is the age of the fancy beer.
As we're back after the strategic timeout, we had to drop a bit of Admiral Bailey, one Shaka Demus, one Scotch, one Bourbon, a Wemser, and beer. I don't know. Usman Tariq into the attack. 62 for 1. Chasing 195 to win. St Lucia Kings as Big Sammy out. Yo, hey, this brother Usman Tariq bowling, I guess it's legal because clearly this other team wouldn't, but the way him just pause and then just throw the ball hard, may I say wait. Big up Amir, yeah man, Trinbago Knight Riders gone with the game, man. The St. Lucia Kings batsmen are not ready. Tim David is swinging after here. He's missing. The required run rate now up to 13.5 runs and over. Well, finally him catch one. 6 runs. Finally Tim David finally connect. 69 for 1. And Nicholas Pooran quickly down to talk to Usman Tariq. And support staff drop the ball. Yeah, my youth, you work for CPL and you drop the ball. Yeah, man, Kings now win this game. Them now win this game. I mean, the run rate now up to 13.7. 13.7 runs and over from here. This is what you need. And the man will take single. That's alright. Yo, blow it off, Mr. Umpire. Blow it off. Blow it off. You know, actually, I think hey, big up umpire. Yeah, big up cameraman. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Why cameraman just now people in face, see? Hey, watch the cameraman, you know. Cameraman, hey, watch yourself, you know. Yo, I really think that from a CPL perspective and someone who's watched all these teams play throughout the season, I've watched quite a few of these games. To be perfectly frank, I'm much more excited to see a Guyana Amazon Warriors versus a TKR final than a Guyana Amazon Warriors versus a St. Lucia Kings. I mean, I think a Guyana Amazon versus TKR final is a much more competitive matchup for the neutral. Now, I feel bad for St. Lucia Kings fans, you know. So you go. But you won last year. The team not ready this year. At least the team did quite well. But you can't struggle them. We have the run rate now up to 14.1 over. Man, I'm kill him with Akil Hussein to clot. Pierre Akil Hussein. So Akil Hussein is into his 4th over. So he's bowling out Akil Hussein. And what? Sunil Narayan has what? 2 more overs? Yeah, so 3 bowlers can bowl 4 overs. So You know what? Amir says Guyana versus Trinbago Riders. Who you pick for that final? That one is a tough. That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up one. That's a good game. All right. You see that game between Trinbago Knight Riders to be TKR and Guyana. This brother Sunil Narayan is a problem and will be a problem for Guyana Amazon Warriors. I think all the other teams can, all the other bowlers them can navigate it. I mean, Imran Tahir is probably the most potent bowler for Guyana, and I think Trinbago Knight Riders can deal with him. Just like Gudakesh Moti, the Guyanese bowler, I think Trinbago Knight Riders can deal with him. So the slight edge might be to TKR. Shea Hope will have to play out of his socks, as we see finally a boundary from St Lucia Kings. Shea Hope has to play out of his socks to give Guyana Amazon Warriors. I don't know. That's a toss. I will have to sleep on this one, but it's the two best teams that I've seen so far in this tournament. All right, 2 boundaries in a row. Is it? Seaford moves up to 53. Finally make this thing entertaining, man. Yo, Seaford, you're not celebrating this 53. Brother, you need 14.3 runs or over to make final. And then the personal goals we are celebrate around here. So my thing with Trinbago Knight Riders is that I haven't seen a team that has really dominated their bowling. I haven't seen a team that consistently dominates Sunil Narayan, dominates Akil Hussain. And I think in order to win or beat this team, you have to dominate those bowlers. You have to dominate them because they will dominate your bowlers. I mean, Imran Tahir, he will give up some runs against this team, but someone in Guyana Amazon Warriors, they must get on top of Sunil Narayan. And one thing I don't see in this tournament, I think I saw this in the IPL with Sunil Narayan. I mean, teams go at him. They don't let him settle. They say, "Yo, Brethren, if you come bowl, and we're going to have a go at you." And there's this genuine fear of him in the CPL. All right, so this is the issue with the bowler behind the bowler feeling behind the umpire. The batsman you can't have the bowler in the batsman line of sight, brother. Can't have the fielder in the batsman line of sight. Andre Russell, they want to put the fielder straight behind the umpire. Man, I said move. This was a big argument earlier on. And Tim David with a boundary. All right, 85 for 1. 12. So we're in the 13th over. I would like to see where was TKR at the 13th over. So now they're moving Russell up. So weird. They're doing a lot of playing around with the field. Yeah, big up St Lucia Kings fans. Big up on yourself, but I don't think it happened. They moved Russell up to what? Mid-off now. They still have a long off in place. St. Lucia King fans look nervous. Tim Seafer with another boundary. So now that goes up to 90 for one, 12.4 overs in. All right, so 9 runs so far in this over. They need a 6 and or 2 sixes or something, if you kind of get above the run rate in this over. Again, the required run rate is 14.3. Oh, and Tim Seifert is out. Tim Seifert trying to get that 6 edge. And he's gone. Tim David look like him accept him fate. 90 for 2. Usman Tariq caught Tim Seifert caught Najavakal. Bowl Usman Tariq for how much he make? 57 from 40 deliveries. All right, so who then sending young Akeem August? All right, young Akeem, just come throw your hands now, brother. Come fling your hands. Remember to subscribe, smash the like button on BCN Sports. Jam pack programming scheduled for this weekend. We have watch along, EPL watch along, Arsenal versus Man City on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. in the Eastern Time Zone. We have World Athletics Championship final day recap, final day coverage. Sunday morning, sometime early Sunday morning, probably 7 or 8:30 or 6:30. What time we wake up? Ball Chat Weekly, 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. A Ball Chat Weekly will review the week that was in the world of football. And we'll wrap the day up on Sunday with the CPL final watch along between the Guyana Amazon Warriors, as we see Courtney Cody Walsh in the stand, 9 Jamaica shirt. Yo, Akeem August forward and say, yo, may I try like a 6, but straight to Andre Russell, out 90 for 3. Akeem August say, yo, first ball, me no long talking, may I try like a 6. And first ball is out. Caught by Russell off Usman Tariq. So 90 for 3 at the conclusion of over number 13. And for the non-Americans, non-Jamaicans is 90 for 3. 3, not 3 for the Jamaicans. All right. Required run rate now up to 15 runs and over. They still need 105 runs from 42 deliveries. Come on, and put this team out of misery, brother. Come on. The winning predictor is 90%, 96% Trinbago Knight Riders. St Lucia Kings 4 runs. I don't care what Samuel look on. He's looking at some analytics. Yeah, brother, come on for analytics. Analytics and look on computer and them things and look on the game. Trinbago Knight Riders fans, yeah, in full voice, because they know say it's inevitable. And regarding analytics, Darren Sammy has quoted as been saying that he's an analytics man. It's all about data. Well, the data now work tonight. Guyana Amazon Warrior awaits the winner of this encounter. Looks like the winner will be Trinbago Knight Riders. This is the match where people want to see, brother. All right, so new batsman in is Roston Chase. Andre Russell is back. The ball. Andre Russell already bowled 2 overs, very economical for what? 10 or 9 runs? Oh, yeah. Very economical. All the money. Like, yo, if the money want to win the game, Andre Russell bowled 2 overs for what? 10 runs? I mean, yeah, man. This is only a matter of time, man. We just run out the game, right? Run out the clock. Required run rate crept up to 15.2 overs. 15.22 and over. Russell, now it's at 15.6. Russell to Chase with a Yorker. Hey, yo, Chase, when you come down in crease and lick him out of the park, brother? And Russell will laugh. Well, I have to bat out and come down a little bit more. Yo, I mean, the Trinbago Knight Riders are totally dominant in this game. Absolutely dominant. Chase, I tried to do a scoop. I'm gonna try to do scoop this out. Yo, a scoop will not get you 15 runs and over, Bridging. What you do? We're seeing the pitch map of Russell's opening spell tonight. Russell has bowled, what, 2.4 overs. Hey, finally, you have a boundary. From Tim David. Clark, good try out. 96, 97 for 3 as we have 1 run afterwards. One thing is St Lucia fans, they must celebrate every boundary still. Good shot from Tim David. Good try from young Clark. Yo, late night watch along of CPL T20 aka Curry Gold Cricket Qualifier 2 between the Trinbago Knight Riders and the St Lucia Kings, as that one down to long off. 1 run, brother. 97 for 3. We're in the 14th over. St Lucia Kings 97 for 3, tracing 195 for win. And then win. And I guess when you look back at the St Lucia Kings bowling, maybe that's where things went wrong. That last over by Tim David, where Andre Russell hit what, 20 odd runs? I mean, those 20-something runs was just, no, you can't allow that. As a bowling side, you cannot allow that. 98 for 3 as we conclude the 14th over. 6 more overs to go. Still need 97 runs to win. Man, them need 16 runs and over to win from here to Rastafari. All right. We have to play a piece, boys.
Baseball season is in full swing. Catch the action live.
Wait, as
All tight, all minivan people. 8 lane minivan people from Jamaica. One driver and dozen conductor. Yeah, minivan people come to Jamaica. One driver and dozen conductor. Yeah, whoever ball the jolly bus gone. A long time ago.
Bus gone, brother.
Whoever ball the jolly bus gone. I don't know. Hey, don't me go a whisper, no fi go catch a minivan. Some a hold up on me shoulder, some a hold up on me yam. Some say take the this mini bus, some set this mini van. This one to Westmoreland, this one to Portland. This one to Chichilland, this one to St. Ann. And the quickest way for make a dollar in a day.
Yeah, we have to play some tunes to get through this game. The game almost done. TKR on the verge of winning this. We have to play some tunes to celebrate TKR victory. 95 to win for the St Lucia Kings from 34 deliveries. That now got them, brother. In fact, we probably should play some soca. Watch out. As Roston Chase totally missed that delivery by St Lucia. Let me see if we can play a soca tune. The Mighty Sparrow. Maybe me not get a strike for the one there. Yo, Mighty Sparrow choose them. Yo, Mighty Sparrow choose them no normal, you know. Yo, Mighty Sparrow's songs them no normal. Them money, you know. We have a stick there from Roston Chase. I am the 6. Arsenal Narayan. Ooh, okay. Our Tim David did. Now that one is wide. So now you know what I thought Narayan. 108 for 3. And Narayan is back. Got him out. Caught behind. 108 for 4. So I'm looking for 6. And then him out 2 more deliveries later. Yo, play the tune there. Yo, we're celebrating the Soca Warriors winning the game now. So we just play the tune there. I guess YouTube might lock you up. Junior said the songs them loud compared to my voice. Yeah, my voice low. This audio thing, the microphone, voice supposed to louder. I have to keep the microphone close up. As Roston Chase dash him butt. The butt slipped out of Roston Chase's hand. And Andre Russell is doing a favor and run the butt to him. Just I mean, it's all in good fun. St Lucia Kings them know say. St Lucia Kings know that they're losing the game. I mean, it's inevitable. Them know say this done. 87 runs, 29 deliveries. Nah, gonna happen. And Nachavet call back on into the attack. We have play some soca tunes before we take ourselves. As the cameraman at work, the cameraman is doing an excellent job because we don't know how the game will go. So, Guyana Amazon Warriors versus the Trinbago Knight Riders on Sunday. That is the game the people want to see. So we're not playing no reggae music. Me have a tune and play here. All Calypso fans supposed to know the tune here, you know. Let me see if me get the tune. Singing Sandra. I saw the tune. Singing Sandra, Die With My Dignity. I saw the tune name. Singing Sandra. All right, someone want to know if y'all like. Y'all want to know. Yo, people, listen to tune in.
Nothing else but humiliation. They want to see your whole anatomy. They want to see where your doctor never see. They want to do what your husband never do. Still you will know if these camps will hire you. Well, if it's all this humiliation, you get a job these days as a woman. Brother, they go keep their money, I go keep my honey and die with my dignity.
Pull up the tune. Pull up the tune. And again, Caribbean CPL cricket watch along. We're celebrating the TKR. In fact, we probably should have celebrated them when they win the final. If they win in the final, but they might beat St Lucia Kings pretty bad. 114 for 4 from St Lucia Kings, chasing 195 to win. The required run rate is now 20.3 runs. Not happen. St Lucia Kings have accepted their fate. Roston Chase is on 9 runs. Aaron Jones is on 1. St Lucia Kings now have no prayer in our world. So we are playing Singing Sandra to celebrate TKR victory. We just drop a Mighty Sparrow. We are playing Singing Sandra. We're on our local break and during the game right now. Yeah, them need 81 runs from 24 deliveries. It now happens.
You want to help to mind your family. You want to help your man financially. But nowadays it's really very hard to get a job as a girl in Trinidad. You're looking out to find something to do. You meet a boss man who promised to help you. But when the man laid down the condition, nothing else but humiliation. You want to see your whole anatomy. You want to see where your doctor never see. You want to do what your husband never do. Still you will know if these camps will hire you. Well, if it's all this humiliation, you get a job these days.
Hey, I want to leave Singing Sandra. All I want to boss man down at Trinidad and leave Singing Sandra. 121 for 4 as we head home. This job done long time, as Junior said. Done long time. Usman Tariq to watch out. Roston Chase looking to clear boundary and only almost got himself stumped as they send this one up for review. Nicholas Pooran was clean in getting the bills off. Let's see if Roston Chase was in his crease. Decision pending. Legal delivery. So that is not a problem. I think he's fine. Yeah, man, he's fine. Yeah, the earlier when Trinbago Knight Riders, there was one, a Pooran, I don't remember who, or Alex Hills. There was one that was really, really close. But this one is, clearly he's not out. 74 to win from 21 deliveries. Usman Tariq. And Chase, 1 run on the leg side. That not gonna work. The winning percentage predictor probability 99.4% in favor of Trinbago Knight Riders. And right now it's just a formality as we wrap up the 17th over. As we get ready for the big game, Guyana Amazon Warriors versus the Trinbago Knight Riders on Sunday at 8 p.m. That is the game that the people them want to say. That is a game that I am excited to see because pound for pound, these are probably the two best teams in this tournament. I know that the St Lucia Kings ended up in second, but I think that the Trinbago Knight Riders and the Guyana Amazon Warriors has been the two better teams in this tournament. I mean, of course, you have off days. And the way Nicholas Pooran is batting, made 50-9, made 19 the last game. And Junior says, can Pooran continue the hot streak? So he made 50-9 and got out immediately. I mean, only thing I know, the game is going to be in Guyana. And the Guyanese fans will be rolling in deep. So the home field advantage is going to be heavy. Yo, people, the man them just show the two worm them, aka the score worm. Score graphics of both team scores, and it really, really bad for Kings. So back to what I was saying regarding the game on Sunday, and can Pooran continue hot streak? I mean, these two teams, they're really rival. They've been in and around the title game or in the last few years. So it's gonna be really, really packed Sunday night. The Guyanese fans them are gonna roll out heavy, and home field advantage might take the Guyanese team over the edge. Aaron Jones decides to lick my commander back. Long on comes around and feel it. Yeah, my youth, don't stress out on yourself. I try lick 4s and 6 right now because there's no 4 or 6 that you can lick for getting it to this total. And then just call it, knock the ball around and then call that night and go eat some curry chicken or chicken curry or whatever and call it a day. It's been a good run. Pack up in a bungle, come out of the tournament, let these two teams finish it Sunday night. Hey, and the two deliveries that Netcher Valcar bowled to Aaron Jones, 2 deliveries when he hit over the boundary, he hit both of them to long on. Actually, so this is something that's interesting to me is that Nicholas Pooran hit 5 4s and 4 6s. Let's look at the scorecard of the Kings. Nicholas Pooran in his inning hit just as many 6s as the St Lucia Kings. St Lucia Kings so far have hit 4 6s. Man, they're not serious, brother. Man, them hit 4 6s so far. Whereas the Trinbago Knight Riders hit 4 3s, 12, 16 6s. Dang. In their innings. 16 6s in their innings. St. Lucia and 16 6s and 8 4s in their innings, the Trinbago Knight Riders. So they really have power hitters. As said earlier, Andre Russell hit 3 of those 6s from 12 deliveries. Kieran Pollard hit 4 of those 6s from 26 deliveries. Pooran 4 of those 6s from 32 deliveries. Alex Hales also did 4 of those 6s from 44 deliveries. Colin Monroe hit 1 6 from 6 deliveries. So, I mean, it's just, whereas, so, Kings 13 4s and 4 6s so far in their innings. 132 for 4. Too many dot balls, man. Come on, man. Come on. And the need for rotate the strike at least on the front end. Pick up ones and twos before this thing get to this required run rate is now at 31.5 overs. I'll call it a night, yeah, brother. And man them all a misfeel and make him man them run. Yeah, Nicholas Pooran is in a different place. He's definitely cameraman at work. Yeah, my youth, come out of the shot. Come out of the shot, brother. Cameraman at work. Man, them really I put this up. 63 runs from 12 balls. And there goes that reverse sweep. And LBW, Aaron Jones. And Junior's favorite shot. I guess Junior is about to say, I hate that damn reverse sweep. Aaron Jones is gone. His day is done. 132 for 5. Leg before for 12 off Sunil Narayan. All right, so now, so the important thing from a West Indies perspective is that with St Lucia Kings eliminated from this tournament and them dusted, that means that the West Indies head coach, Mr. Darren Sammy, can take a few days off. Today is the 19th, so he can then take next week off and then return to and then proceed to do West Indies work. Because we have a tour of India coming up on October 2nd. So we don't have no time for waste. And Darren Sammy don't have any time for waste after this Australia tour. If West Indies goes to India, and then get humiliated like what happened in this recently concluded series against Australia, then Darren Sammy goes cook. I.e. Darren Sammy will be sacked. So Darren Sammy can take off tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday need to depend on West Indies work. Because we have to at least win one of them test matches down in India. Come on. 132 for 5, 19th over. Sunil Narayan, Tim David is trying to reach for the moon, brother, with some of them shots, sir. Narayan to David. Man, him can't. No, don't hat up your head, Tim. Don't hat up your head. He cannot get the ball away. They're 1 wicket for that ball, so this might be a maiden wicket over. And back to Narayan. He's caught. Tim David is out. So 132 for 6. And so one of the things that I said at the beginning of this show is that when I discussed this matchup, I said, I don't see how Trinbago Knight Riders lose this game. We saw in the game on Wednesday, the Guyana Amazon Warriors made 157. And these batsmen from the St. Lucia Kings struggled to make 143. So the batsmen of the St. Lucia Kings have gone silent at the most important time, the business end of the season. So I didn't expect them to. So true to form, they might make 132 now. They might not make 143. So Sunil Narayan picks up his second, and the required run rate is greater than 36. Last overloading. Last overloading. Emphatic victory loading for the Trinbago Knight Riders. A very emphatic victory over this team. Usman Tariq to bowl the last over. Remember to smash the like button wherever you know watching us. And this brother are out. First delivery. Chase is out. Trying a reverse sweep. Alright, Roston Chase. Thank you. Bye-bye. And Chase is Usman Tariq's action need to get cross-examined because me don't know about this bowling here. Chase gone for 16. Strike rate of 100, 16 deliveries, 16 runs. All right, so Roston Chase is the captain of the West Indies Test team. So Roston Chase, you get tomorrow off, Sunday off, Monday off, and Tuesday. Wednesday, you're supposed to be on West Indies business, getting ready for the tour of India. All right, we can give it till Thursday. Mills and Kyrie Pierre are both at the crease now. 5 deliveries left in this inning. Come on, Reda. Come. Take your guard. Make you go my yard. All right, Trinbago Knight Riders fans. This is it. Usman Tariq into time Mills and Mills. Hello, 6 runs. Time Al Mills say, you know what? I'm here get me one. 6 runs. I wonder if him can hit 5 sixes. Let's see. All right, so 169 back. Let's see if him can hit a few more. Yeah. Oh, no. Not 6 there. Usman Tariq to time Mills. Time all Mills. And straight up into the ear. This one should be out. And he's out. Clark takes a catch. And Mills' brief stay is over. 138 for 7. Trinbago Knight Riders in form. They are in form for this game. I mean, Sunday evening, they will be fully confident, fully loaded for this game. Alzari Joseph is the next batsman in to face 2 deliveries. Let's see if he can hit 2 sixes and at least so them can hold them head high. Alzari Joseph. This is good. You can Alzari Joseph, West Indies player getting ready for a tour of India. He can take a break and rest his body because we will need him down in India to bowl some good deliveries. And that's it. That's it, family. It's all over. Trinbago Knight Riders has won Qualifier 2 as expected. Trinbago Knight Riders defeated the St Lucia Kings, the defending champion. Trinbago Knight Riders are into the final, and they will play the Guyana Amazon Warriors on Sunday at 8 p.m. So, that should be a very good game. Very, very good game. So let's run through the scorecard again to wrap up before we go home, before we head home where we are. Let's run through the scorecard again. Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders made 194 from their allotted 20 overs. Colin Monroe, 6 from 6 delivery. Alex Hales, 58 from 44. Nicholas Pooran, 50, an even 50 from 32 deliveries. Kieran Pollard, 35 from 26 deliveries. Andre Russell, a mad dash, 28 from 12 deliveries. Andre Russell's attack at the end really tilted the game and, really kind of snatched it. Really drove a dagger through the hearts of the St. Lucia Kings. He has a strike rate of 233. St. Lucia Kings bowlers: Kyrie Pierre, 3 overs, 24, 1 wicket. Tymal Mills, 4 overs, 31 runs. Roston Chase, 3 overs, 16 runs. Alzari Joseph, 4 overs, 36 runs, 1 wicket. David Wise, 2 overs, 42 runs. He took a beating in that last over from the Trinbago Knight Riders batsman. Tabraiz Shamsi, 4 overs, 36 runs. Questions will be asked. Why didn't Roston Chase and Kyrie Pierre finish out their be one of the bowlers that completed 4 overs? Questions will be asked. If you look at the Trinbago Knight Riders bowlers, we will get to it now. St. Lucia Kings, in reply, chasing 195. Tim Seaford made 57 from 40 deliveries. Johnson Charles didn't show up, 17 runs from 24 deliveries. Tim David tried his best, 28 from 19 deliveries. Akeem August, 0, made a golden duck. Roston Chase, not ready for this, 16 runs, 16 deliveries. Aaron Jones, 12 runs, 10 deliveries. David Wise, also a duck. Kyrie Pierre, also a duck. Tymal Mills, 6 runs from 3 deliveries. And Alzar Joseph not out on not. 138 for 8. The St. Lucia Kings ended. Andre Russell, 3 overs, 17 runs. Sabran Najafakal, 4 overs, 41 runs. Sunil Narayan, 4 overs, 1 maiden, 18 runs, 3 wicket. Akil Hussain, 4 overs, no maiden, 22 runs, no wicket. Kieran Pollard, 1 over, 4 runs. Usman Tariq, 4 overs, 35 runs, 4 wickets. And something that's interesting here, the 3 spinners for the Trinbago Knight Riders, Sunil Narayan, Akil Hussain, and Usman Tariq, all were bowled 4 overs. So the 3 spinners for the Trinbago Knight Riders all bowled 4 overs, along with Subril Nachafakal. Najavalkar bowled 4 overs. Whereas the St. Lucia Kings, the captain, I don't know what kind of decision this. Yo, brother, Kyrie Pierre and Alzari Joseph bowled 3 overs for 24 runs and 16 runs respectively, and none of them bowled 4 overs. Come on, you have Alzari Joseph bowled in 4 overs for 36 runs, and you have Tymal Mills bowled in 4 overs for 31 runs. and you have David Wise bowled 2 overs for 41 runs. One of these overs should have gone to Kyrie PR Roston Chase. You know, I mean, come on. Yo, look how he did. You know, so TKR won by 56 runs. TKR won by 56 runs. Dominant performance by Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders. They will play the Guyana Amazon Warriors. That is the match we want to see. That is the match the people want to see. Let's go Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders. Let's go Guyana Amazon Warriors. All right, big up to all listeners. Thank you for joining us. It's late. It's 11:34 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone. Big up to those. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hanging with me. I did my best. I will try again at the next watch along. Drop a comment. Let us know. Tell a friend about it. Guyana Amazon Warriors versus the Trinbago Knight Riders on Sunday. We're kicking off at 7:45 p.m. Same time.